Hey guys, what's going on? It's Julian Green here once again making a video for you guys. It's Friday. I hope you guys had a great week. If not, I hope you guys will have a great weekend. And you want to know what? I'm here to tell you that we are going to start this weekend off right, all right? So I want to try this thing here where I just take some of the things that I've heard in entertainment and movies and film and TV and things like that, news that I've heard over the week, and kind of recap them for you on Fridays. Let's just jump into it, shall we? So the first thing I want to talk about is Marvel Studios' The Eternals. Now, Marvel Studios' The Eternals is the next movie in Phase 4 of the MCU. It comes right after Avengers Endgame, comes right after Spider-Man Homecoming. And to be honest, I don't really know this much about this property, and I consider myself a big comic book nerd, okay, hardcore, and it kind of puts me in the headspace that I was in when they announced Guardians of the Galaxy a couple years ago. Now, the fact that I don't know any of these characters doesn't mean I'm not going to see it. On the contrary, I'm definitely going to go see it. Maybe lightning will strike twice in the MCU bottle, just like they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'll be there every step of the way. First step, though, we just found out that Angelina Jolie is reportedly in talks to be in Marvel Studios' The Eternals. Now, we don't know who she's going to play. I've seen a lot of things online of her possibly playing this character of Saoirse. Again, I don't know who that is. I don't know any of these characters, so it'd be really exciting to see what they do. Angelina Jolie is a top tier talent, all right? She's different than the talent that we've had before. And we've had like those type of actors like Jeff Bridges and Cate Blanchett and those things as well. But Angelina Jolie is like a whole nother class, not higher, not lower, just another class. Like we're talking the Brad Pitts of the world, the Leonardo DiCaprios of the world, you know, those type of people. So does this mean we're going to see more stars like this appear in the MCU? Maybe this movie will open the doors for that. Next thing that I want to get into are the Avengers Endgame character posters. Okay, so unless you've been living under a rock or you just don't have social media or something, you guys have probably ran into posters of the Avengers cast. Okay, so these character posters are 32 in all. There's 16 that depicts characters who have not died in the snap, and then the other 16 are all in black and white and depict all the characters who in fact did die in that snap. But what I really wanted to say when it comes to these photos is that a lot of people decided to turn this into a meme, as the internet often does. And it's crazy because a lot, you know, the tag Avengers the Fallen, they wanted to use this to kind of avenge the characters in other movies and TV, kind of make for some really, really hilarious memes. And I got some right here, and we are gonna check some of them out for you right now. So let's jump in here. Oh no, this one hurts. This one hurts. It's Bing Bong. this is just all bad. This Bing Bong. Seriously, I don't like that. I mean, Kenny, we're gonna keep avenging Kenny. I mean, I think Kenny gets avenged every couple of weeks or so. Ooh, this one hurts. If you're a PlayStation fan, I don't think I've ever seen anyone with a PlayStation Vista ever. 4.0 GPA, that's pretty funny. Oh, you know what? I'm done after this one. It's Bob. Yeah, if you guys saw my Stranger Things video, I implore you to check that out. But R.I.P. Bob. R.I.P. Bob. Oh no! No! Oh no! If you guys don't know that dog, watch Futurama. Just watch Futurama. But as you can see, people got really creative with how they chose to use this hashtag. So I ain't mad at it. I think it's pretty great. I think it's awesome. One question I have about these character posters, though, is that, okay, you could tell they were reaching for certain characters, you know, because to make it an even 16 on either side, because Pepper has a poster. Why does Pepper have a poster? Why does Happy have a poster? That makes no sense. Like, okay, yeah, maybe they are in Avengers Endgame, but do they really need a poster? Like, I'm still waiting on Korg. Is Korg alive? I need that confirmation. One confirmation that we did get is that we just found out that Shuri actually died in the snap as well. So we both got T'Challa and Shuri. So my first thought goes to, there is a giant throne that needs sitting on and nobody is there to sit on it. So I don't know if this leaks into Black Panther 2. I don't know how big a role Wakanda plays in Endgame, but somebody needs to sit on that throne. All right, speaking of memes and kind of staying on this MCU train, there's this other meme that's kind of permeated the internet. Like, I don't know if I even used that word, but let's say penetrated. Penetrated is the best way to describe this meme, okay? So in case you guys haven't seen it, okay, there's this theory that's been roaming around the internet about Avengers Endgame and how the Avengers will exactly defeat Thanos. And it's weird, okay? It's weird, okay? So at the end of the first trailer that we saw Ant-Man arrive with the truck. He's ready to go, like he joins the Avengers officially. And a lot of people are citing him as the savior to defeating Thanos. How, do you ask? Well, okay, think about this. Ant-Man can get small, right? Staying with me. Ant-Man can get tiny. Thanos has one weak point. Like the Death Star, a little hole. If you still ain't got, how am I gonna? Ant-Man. No, I'm gonna just say it. Ant-Man's gonna shrink down, jump into Thanos' butt, y'all. He's gonna shrink down, jump into his butt, and expand. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great plan, but I doubt this is the way they're gonna end these series of 22 movies. I just don't see that happening. If you see that happening, then hey, if it happens, I owe you $20. You have gone too far, internet. I'm sorry. Ant-Man is gonna save us all by jumping into a big purple dude's butt. This part of the trailer does seem 10 times weirder to me. Where is he jumping? Where is he jumping? All right, moving on to the next thing. Zack Snyder was also in the news today for making comments about his defense against Batman v Superman. Now, if you've seen Batman v Superman, you would know that that movie is relentlessly dark. It's really, really dark, despite the fact that it has Superman and Wonder Woman in it. And in that movie, they depict Batman as a murdering psychopath, okay? And if you know Batman, you know Batman has one rule, and there's no killing. Hence why the Joker is still alive, even though he really shouldn't be alive at all. But that's the one rule. That's like pretty much an ironclad law of Batman, and Zack Snyder just killed that off by having him kill other people. And he was seen at this event where he was kind of like, showing a lot of his extended cuts to some of his movies, mainly Batman v Superman, because you need a cut to make that movie be good. And somebody asked him the questions of why did he make Batman a killer, and by extension he also made Superman a killer if you see Man of Steel. But he had some comments that kind of rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way, me included, and let's just take a look at those quotes right now. Zack Snyder goes on to say, once you lost your virginity to this fucking movie and then you come and say to me something about like, my superhero wouldn't do that. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like down the fucking road on that. It's a cool point of view to be like, my heroes are innocent. That's cool. But you're living in a fucking dream world. Really, bro? I love these comments because it really seems like he's respecting your opinion while also saying fuck you. Like, I hate people who do that. And he's been doing that ever since people have been giving him flack for this movie. So I really don't understand why he even feels the need to come out and talk about these type of things. My personal thoughts on the matter is that, okay, Batman is a very dark character. One of the first anti-heroes when you really think about it. But what makes Batman kind of like a dynamic character is that even though he is relentlessly dark, he tries to not overstep that line by killing. Once he knows that once he kills, then he's going to go down this even darker path where he can't come back from. And that's where the interest of the character is. Once you get him to kill, that part of his character is gone, okay? That the thing that makes Batman interesting is just gone. He's just a murdering dude in a bat suit. The whole point of superheroes they are flawed characters, but they're always trying to do the right thing. So if you take that away and immediately make them killers, then it doesn't compute, okay? They're no longer cease to be a hero. They're just all anti-heroes. And if you want to make stories about anti-heroes, that's fine. Create new ones. You did The Watchmen. Those characters were made to be anti-heroes. That's fine. But you do not change the stripes of another character who is iconic just to fit your own sixth sense of how the world works. And that to me really rubs me the wrong way. All right, another writer-director who's also been making some headlines in the news today is Jordan Peele. Who would have thunk it, right? Now, as you guys know, Us premiered last weekend to rave reviews. It has over a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes as of right now. And it's also made $71 million last weekend for the opening weekend, which is a buttload of money, and it's continuing to climb up the box office charts as we speak. Now, the reason why Jordan Peele is in the news is because someone asked him if he would cast a white male lead in his movies. Would he ever consider it? And Jordan Peele gave this response. I don't see myself casting a white dude as the lead in my movie. Not that I don't like white dudes, but I've seen that movie. It really is one of the best, greatest pieces of this story. It's feeling like we are in this time. A renaissance has happened and proved the myths about representation in the industry are false. Now, a lot of people are applauding for him about making this quote, but a lot of people are also on the other side of the fence saying that maybe this is racist, saying like he can't say that. If a white director had said that, then they'll be in hot water and booted out of Hollywood. I've heard this before, and honestly, I think the latter assessment is kind of just reading the top line of what he said. Because obviously, you know, as soon as he said, I don't see myself casting a white dude, if you just read into that alone, yeah, sure, it sounds bad. It's a bad look. I get it. But he actually gave context to what he had said, and he gave reasons for it, where he's saying that he's seen that movie. There is literally thousands, maybe millions of movies with white male leads because representation has proved to be not a box office winner, at least in the eyes of Hollywood. So the fact that he's saying outright that I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to break that stereotype, I'm trying to break that mold, and I want to tell stories that just so happen to have black people in it, then what is wrong with that? I was listening to this podcast, and a lot of what they were saying was that they were saying that it was racist that he didn't want to cast a white person. And their reasoning for that is they said that Tyler Perry, and you guys already know I don't like Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry has been doing what Jordan Peele is doing for years. He has been casting nothing but predominantly black cast, and he hasn't said anything about not casting a white male lead. But to me, when you really read into that, they're basically saying he didn't say outright that he wasn't casting a white male lead. He just went and did it. And that's what he said. He said if Jordan Peele would have went and did it, that would have been fine. But why can't he voice that opinion? It just seems unfair that Jordan Peele can't really outwardly express what he's doing, why he's doing it. And it's just I just wish more people would read more into the context of what is being said versus what was said in the forefront. And who would ask that question? Like, I really want to know who asked the question of, would you cast white male leads? Like, you would never ask a white director that. Like, you would never do that. So the fact that somebody asked him that and they expect, you know, he answered truthfully and now he's getting the flack for it, then all that just seems all types of messed up for me. But if you guys think differently, please let me know in the comments down below. Let's start a conversation. Let's try and keep it civil. And that is the end of the video, guys. Now, anything I talked about, guys, feel free to comment in the comment section down below. Let's start some healthy dialogue about it. Make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you hit that like button. And I'll be sure to keep making videos for you guys as much as I can for as long as I can. Now, just remember, I'm a dude in this room talking to a camera. I love you, and I'm out.